Welcome everyone to the start of another adventure. What a fantastic day, and it's hard not to get motivated when you wake up to a morning like this. Anyway, it's been a couple of years since I've been able to get up here. Some silly bugger broke a leg just before we were supposed to be up here last year, so that obviously took me out of the game. But to say I'm keen to get out and see what's up in these hills is a bit of an understatement. A few of the boys will be dropping in and out over the next few weeks. Leigh will be up here tomorrow. It's a bit of a family holiday, but for me this time I'm really going to make up for what didn't happen last year. So I've got some trail cameras loaded up in the bike. I've got the 7mm Tikka loaded in, chucked the backpack on. So we're going to mount up and go and see what's up there. All right, let's do it. So roll it. Righto. Oh mate, how magnificent is this? Just cruising along the river edge here. It's only just after lunch, just after 12 o'clock. It's getting dark, probably around 5:36 at the moment. So it gives me a bit of time to head over there in the heat of the day when everything's bedded down and sort of set the trail cameras up. And the worst scenario is I'll bump something, put it out of its bed, and I'll at least know they're there. Alright. Well, I think we're far enough in to stop, load the mag, check the rifle, check I haven't got the ballistic turret set to 300 or 400 instead of 200. It's 0 or 0 stop position. Look what I'm doing. Load the mag, put the mag in, and basically get ready for when I crest over this ridge, the next one, or the one after that. Because in the end, even though it is the heat of the day, the middle of the day, it won't be the first time I've had something get up out of the bed, look at me and say, why weren't you ready, buddy? And they're out of here. That spot over there to my right, we often get quite a few deer come in, poke their head out of there, just on last light. Righto, make sure you're there waiting for me. I'll head back down through here, up the valley, whack these cameras in, and look and listen as we go. I'm almost on to where I put a couple of trail cameras over the last few years. And normally when I'd put them in, I'd see a little bit more sign, but I'm not seeing anything. No rubs at all. Well, nothing that I'd consider telling me that they're here presently. Well, that'll do for this gully. Just one in this central location. It'll pick up just about everything that comes through here. and I'll come back in this area after about 4 or 5 days after this rain's come through, and we'll see if there's been any activity. But now we'll head back down and around to the left and set one up in that gully. Smoke's getting quite thick in here now, which is good in some regards. It'll make my scent a little bit harder to pick up. Never great when the creek's dried up. But there's still sign, just a little bit, from feeding down through here. So just got to hedge my bets now, try and find a bit of a spot where all the tracks intersect, and then get a good tree to whack a camera on. Righto, back to the bike we go. Sit and wait. Trying to get through the fence. Only seen him for about a minute and the light's fading, but I'm pretty sure it's a young male. So I've just got a feeling he's either going to follow up the fence line and go away from me, or he's going to pop out in this bush right in front of me here, which will only be about 100 yards away. He's come out in that bush line straight in front of me, but a lot further down than I expected. I'm just about to call it. The light is fading really quick now. Haven't seen anything else. The birds have started to settle in the trees. Cockies are all settled behind me there. They've actually shut up shop for a little while. Have not seen another deer. So I suppose one's better than none. How'd you go?
No, we saw a couple of fish, but nothing.
Yeah.
We're going back to the muddy bit.
All right.
On the other side of the fence there.
And we're going to go up over the hill and sit there for the arvo and go. Well, it's been a few days since I've been back up here, and I'm going to head to a slightly different location. A location that you've probably seen me shoot a few dogs. And actually a couple of deer up along this fence line up here that goes into the scrub. This gives me a good indication of what's around, what's coming out of a night. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to sit here until dark, right up on top of this hill over here, and see what comes out. I'm just going to pull up here for a minute, just see what this wind's doing, so I can get an idea of which side of the hill I need to set myself up on. Ideally, I'd like to be on this side, right at the top, and keep an eye on this fence line right down. Sun will set over there, and hopefully the wind will do me some favours here, but at this stage it's not giving me 100% of an idea of one direction. But when I gain a little bit more height, I'll probably get a better idea. So that's what I think I'll do. Just got to work my way up this hill. It's actually a lot steeper than it looks. it's certainly a lot easier on the bike than it is walking up here. So I'll take advantage of that 100%. Plus, if I do knock over a deer, it's going to be a lot easier to cart it back with this as well. So this is the plan, to start off on the fringe. And if I have to, I will walk in there over the next couple of days, weeks or whatever, and chase my targets. But to start off with, it always pays, is to sit back, get yourself in a good lookout, and literally wait and see what appears. Well, as I've just taken a bit of a walk around to have a look, well, the first thing I realise now, I shouldn't be here. This is a beehive here, and I'm allergic to bees. So this isn't a good move. So I'll be moving away from here. But before I do, there's a few deer directly below me. Well, that's a good start. They've just fed out of sight now. Well, hopefully they have. So hopefully they can't see me moving back up to the bike. That's what I'm going to do. Go back over the bike, which is just here. Get the rifle, get the sticks, and get set up just in case. Ammo, got the binos down there, got the sticks. Well, I've just got back down to where I've got the camera, and there's a little bit of a crest between me and where I think the deer are. And I think they'll be happy to stay down in that little bit of an alcove directly below me. Well, I've been sitting here for about 4 hours now, and if they're still down there, they've beaten me. Well, I've got about an hour before dark, and I've decided to move. So I'll take it that those deer have outsmarted me. One way or the other they've either moved out or they're sitting down waiting for me to go. But I'm just going to poke my head about 150 yards over the other side of this hill here, set up, and just see what happens. Because the wind now is picking up pretty much in one direction and the wrong direction for this gully, so hence the move. Well, I know I always say it, but yeah, I'm constantly changing my plans. I was just coming up over the top there and I thought, yeah, sounds like a two-banger. And one of the boys was just riding his KD 300 up here, so I thought I'll leave him to it over that side. So I'm just going to roll my way back down the gully here. And actually, once I'm actually out off the top of the hill here, it's dead still. So I could still be in the game. Let's just see what happens. Just as I said, those deer that evaded me today, they were still down there. They've just travelled along the fence and they're out in the open there now. So I'm just going to range them, pick which one I might take and have a crack. 302 yards corrected. I think I'm going to take one of these. The one on the left. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits. The exit side is just about spot on. Yeah, it is a fraction far back, but obviously it's got the job done. Beautiful animal. Sorry, buddy, but you are coming home with me. Yeah, what you got to remember in this situation, sometimes we're shooters, sometimes we're hunters. When we come up here, we've got a job to do. We've got to make sure we keep the deer numbers down, dog numbers down, and whatever other feral animals are around. But for me, it's about meat, about management. And to take an animal like this free range is something special that we all should value. Like that. What do we got, girl? What do we got? What do we got? What's there, girl? What's there?
Oh yeah, she's excited. Why wouldn't you be?
Look at that one we prepared earlier. Hot off the press.
They are, that's what I wanted to do, but I thought...
Can you critique his knife work?
No, don't, because this is rough for dog meat. Don't do that now. This was not meant to look pretty. think it's time to go.
See ya.
See you later.